Have you ever had one of those days where your mind refuses to slow down? You wake up exhausted even after sleeping. You try to focus, but your thoughts jump from one worry to another. You replay conversations. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You overthink decisions that don't even matter anymore. And somehow, despite doing nothing physically exhausting, your mind feels completely drained. If this sounds familiar, you're not lazy, you aren't weak, and you're definitely not broken. There's a hidden reason your mind feels trapped, and once you understand it, everything begins to change. The truth is that most people believe stress comes from having too much to do, but that's only part of the story. The deeper problem isn't your workload, it's your mental resistance. Your mind constantly fights reality. It argues with what already happened. It fears what hasn't happened yet. It tries to control things that were never meant to be controlled. That invisible battle quietly steals your peace every single day. Imagine holding a heavy backpack. At first, it doesn't seem like much, but after carrying it for hours, every step becomes painful. Now imagine someone asking why you're tired while you're still wearing the backpack. That backpack is your mental resistance. You carry regrets yesterday, anxiety about tomorrow, expectations about how life should unfold. The weight isn't life itself. The weight is refusing to put the backpack down. This is exactly what the ancient Stoic philosophers understood. Thousands of years ago, they knew that suffering often begins long before the event itself. Our imagination creates pain that reality hasn't even delivered yet. We rehearse failures, we replay embarrassment, we invent disasters that never happen. And every imagined scenario consumes real emotional energy. Think about how many times you've worried about something that never actually happened. Maybe it was a difficult conversation, an important interview, relationship, a financial problem, or simply what someone else might think of you. Most of those fears disappeared the moment reality arrived. But before that moment, your mind had already punished you hundreds of times. Your brain evolved to keep you alive, not to keep you happy. It constantly scans for danger. That survival mechanism protected our ancestors from predators. Today, however, the predator isn't a wild animal. It's endless notifications, news, headlines, social media comparisons, uncertainty about the future. Your brain treats all of these as threats, keeping you locked in a constant state of alertness. The result? Your nervous system rarely gets permission to relax. Even when you're sitting quietly, your mind is still running a marathon. You call it overthinking, but in reality, your brain simply forgot how to feel safe. Here's the surprising part. You don't calm your mind by controlling every thought. You calm it by changing your relationship with those thoughts. This simple shift changes everything. Picture your thoughts like clouds moving across the sky. You don't chase every cloud. You don't try to stop the wind. You simply notice them as they pass. The sky remains unchanged beneath them. Your awareness is the sky. Your thoughts are only temporary clouds. The moment you stop believing every thought deserves your attention, your mind begins to loosen its grip. You realize that not every fear deserves action. Not every emotion requires solving. Not every opinion deserves your energy. This leads us to the simple trick that finally calms the mind. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself one question. What is actually happening right now? Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year. Right now. Usually the answer is surprisingly simple. Right now, you're sitting in a chair. Right now, you're breathing. Right now, you're reading these words. Right now, you're safe. That single question interrupts the endless movie playing inside your head. It brings you back to reality instead of imagination. This is why mindfulness works so well. It isn't magic. It simply reconnects your attention with the only place life actually exists, the present moment. Another powerful habit is writing your thoughts down. Don't organize them. Don't judge them. Just empty your mind onto paper. When thoughts stay trapped inside your head, they grow larger. When you write them down, They become objects you can observe instead of storms you must survive. Also remember that your mind needs silence the same way your body needs sleep. Every free moment filled with scrolling videos, music, or constant stimulation, your brain never gets the chance to process anything. Real peace often begins when the noise finally stops. Take a walk without your phone. Sit outside for 10 minutes, watch the sunset, listen to birds instead of notifications. These small moments remind your nervous system that the world isn't constantly demanding something from you. One of the biggest reasons people stay mentally stuck is because they believe every uncomfortable feeling means something is wrong. But discomfort isn't always danger. Sometimes it's growth. Sometimes it's healing. Sometimes it's simply being human. You don't have to eliminate every negative emotion. You only need to stop fearing them. Emotions are visitors. They arrive. They stay for a while. Then they leave if you stop locking the door behind them. The strongest people aren't those who never feel anxious. They're the ones who learn to sit beside anxiety without letting it drive their lives. That is real emotional strength. Your mind doesn't become peaceful overnight. It becomes peaceful through small daily choices. One breath, one thought, one decision at a time. Imagine where you'll be a year from now if you spend just 5 quiet minutes each day training your attention. That the chaos won't disappear, but your relationship with it will. You'll notice stress sooner. You'll recover faster. You'll stop believing every fearful story your mind creates. And little by little, you'll discover a calm that circumstances can't easily take away. If this message helped you see your own mind differently, take a moment to like this video. Leave a comment sharing what part resonated with you most. Share it with someone who might need this reminder today. And subscribe to the channel for more videos on Stoicism, self-mastery, and building lasting inner peace. Your support helps this community grow and allows us to create more content that inspires calm, wisdom, and resilience. And remember this final Stoic lesson. You cannot always control what happens around you, but you can always choose the attitude you bring to it. The mind becomes free not when the world finally becomes quiet, but when you stop allowing the world's noise to rule your inner peace. Guard your thoughts. Master your reactions. And you'll discover that the greatest victory you'll ever achieve is not over others, but over yourself.